Richard at Altfins. In this video, I want to show you how to leverage our curated charts to find trading ideas and also how to use alerts so you never miss a trade. So let's go ahead and get started. The curated charts are technical analyses that are created by our own in-house team of analysts, and it uses really 5 simple but very powerful building blocks for technical analysis, and we outline those in our in a post in the knowledge base. You can read through it, but those key principles or building blocks of technical analysis are: 1, identifying the trend; 2, momentum, that's defined by MACD and RSI. And momentum, there are swings, up and down swings in momentum, even in an uptrend, and you can use those swings in momentum to get your entry and exit timings right. Thirdly, volume is very important. That also can give you lots of clues about how significant a certain breakout is, among other things. And number 4 is patterns. Sometimes we see some patterns, ascending triangles, descending triangles, and so on. That could be very helpful, identifying some trading opportunities. And then 5th, finding support and resistance. This is maybe even the most important principle here. Most of the action happens around those key horizontal levels, support and resistance. When you get those right, you're gonna get a lot more winning trades than losing trades. So I certainly recommend that you read through this post and get familiar with these 5 key principles. Again, it's very simple, but very powerful. So when we get back to our platform, this is our screener. As you can see, today most of the coins are down, so a nice pullback could be an opportunity to buy some coins at their support levels if they're close. There are some exceptions, like this Dogecoin up 70%, just really mooning. But let's get back to the curated charts. So when you go to the curated charts, are on the patterns tab, and on the patterns tab we have 2 tabs on top. 2 sections. One is the trading patterns, which is patterns that are identified by the automated pattern recognition system. Great source of ideas as well. And then the next one next to it is curated charts, which is again trade setups on top 30 coins by market cap. Top 30 coins, trade setups that again are very simple and a great starting point for a lot of beginners, and frankly a way to learn technical analysis, at least the basics of it. But basics are, I love basics and simple ways of looking at things. I don't like to overdo it with too many oscillators and this and that. Really just keep it simple, and I think that can generate some really interesting trading ideas. You gotta do your own homework. This and no means is financial advice certainly here, but I think these are some good guides and guidelines for you to get started with. So again, when you open up some of these ideas and we rank them or sort them by the date that they were refreshed, the first one on the list is Bittorrent Btt. It says the near-term outlook is bullish. The pattern type is descending triangle, and a pattern stage is breakout. That's great. Breakouts are great opportunities to take advantage of. So here in the detail section, as you can see, we talk about how the price was consolidating in the descending triangle. Again, great opportunity for you to learn what a descending triangle is. Typically, this triangle or pattern resolves in the direction of the existing trend, which in this case is an uptrend. And indeed, we believe this is a breakout of the triangle here, and that gives us a target for this breakout would be the next resistance zones. So we talk about the pattern, we talk about the trend, which is in this case clearly up. We talk about a couple of the momentum indicators like RSI. We like to look for RSI that's over 50, that's bullish. Ideally not overbought, but certainly not extremely overbought would be when RSI is above 85. In this case, It is bullish and not overbought. That's great. Momentum is bearish. MACD crossover is negative. So that would give us a pause perhaps. But as you can see, the MACD histogram bars look to be troughing, so bottoming and turning around. That could be an early indication that the MACD momentum is about to swing to the upside. And the OBV, on balance volume, volume on up days versus the volume on down days, is flattish. Not tremendous positive here, certainly no negative, not positive. We would like to see that trending upwards. But in any case, it's, these curated charts are very simple and straightforward ways of giving you some trading ideas. In this case, it's a breakout from a descending triangle. Now, I always suggest that you check the current state of affairs and look at the price, whether the price and some of these indicators are still where they were when we analyzed them. Is the price still approximately where it was? Yes. It hasn't reached the target. Yes. Has the RSI moved far from where we had it initially? Right. So double check these things, because sometimes these charts go stale and we can't update them fast enough because crypto is moving so quickly. So double check that the signal or the trade setup is still valid and that these indicators haven't moved away from the date that they were updated. Great starting point. Now, one other very critical point or thing to do so you don't miss those trades. When we identify these support and resistance zones, it's great, and in fact, it's a must that you set alerts for these support and resistance zones, so you are alerted when there's an opportunity to either a breakout opportunity, or maybe a price has pulled back to the support zone where we like to buy it on the pullback in an uptrend. So in this case, let's go to the screener where we will create this alert. And we were looking at Bittorrent Btt, right? So let's find it here, Btt. All right, here we have it. Okay, now, in fact, you can see the curated charts in this view as well. So you can see the existing up-to-date price action, but also you can look at the curated chart here. You can also look at the indicators, the description, any kind of news there might be, events taking place, and so on. But again, the curated chart identifies key resistance and support zones. And I'm going to set an alert so the system alerts me when the price dips to that support zone or breaks through that resistance zones. Those are my trade trigger alerts. So click on the signal and filters. We want the instrument to be BTT, Bittorrent. Add that to my filter. Then what I want to have here is I want to be alerted if the price goes through the resistance. In this case is 1 cent or 1 penny. I add that to the filter. So now I have a filter that says if the coin is Bittorrent and the price is above 1 cent, done. I want to be alerted. I add that, I give that alert a name, BTT above resistance. All right, that's one. Second, I also want to be alerted when the price dips to that support zone, which is around 0.0075. All right, so I deleted the filter criteria, and I still have the criteria that says that this is a BTT coin. Price, last price, filter by value 2. So when the price dips under 0.075, okay, done. And I set an alert, says BTT under 0.0075 support. Great. When I get an email or I can check in the system alert notifications, I will know that this is potentially an opportune time to look at Bittorrent as a long. So I save that alert. The other alert I want to create is if the MACD, in this case, MACD is bearish. There's a bearish crossover indicated by the sell flag here. But I want to be notified when that MACD crossover turns bullish, meaning a buy. So again, I modify the filter here. I still have BTT as an instrument, but now I'm going to add MACD bullish signal, and I already have it pre-filled. I don't have to do anything, just add the filter, and says that when MACD is above the 100% of MACD signal line. So that's a bullish MACD crossover. I finished that filter. I create an alert out of that filter that says BTT bullish MACD crossover. So again, I will get alerted when the bullish MACD crossover takes place. That may be a great buying opportunity. And lastly, I'm going to again modify this filter. So I'm going to get rid of the MACD crossover now. This is a new filter that I'm going to create, a new alert. And then I want to create now, want to be alerted when RSI gets to an extreme overbought situation. And that may alert me that I need to sell my position if I'm already in it. So that would be RSI is on the oscillators. RSI 14 is the one that I like to use. Filter by value, so that I want to say when it gets above 85 is really extreme overbought. And we can look at some situations where that really does work. Those overbought positions tend to see a pullback and a correction. So again, what I have in my filter is that Bittorrent is the coin. RSI 14 is above 85. That's extremely overbought. Filter is finished. I'm going to now create an alert out of that that says BTT RSI 14 over 85. I know that means overbought, extremely overbought. Saved. Great. Now I'm ready. Now the system will alert me when I need to be alerted that there's opportunities either at the support zone, or if there's a breakout through the resistance zone, or there's an overbought situation. I could create also another alert for oversold situations. These are the key things that you gotta keep in mind and give yourself a chance by setting up the alerts to stay on top, especially if you got like 30 or so coins that I keep track of. There's no way you can stay on top of it without alerts. Now, where can you check the alerts? You can go to the alert section. Okay, I have all the alerts here. I can look up the alerts that I just created. So search for alerts on BTT. You have to label them with the coin's name to be able to find them. And then here are my alerts. One that I created that says I want to be alerted when the price goes above the resistance, below support, when there's a bullish MACD crossover, or RSI is overbought. And then the actual notifications are under the alert notifications page right here. All right, everyone, I hope that helps make you a more profitable and time efficient trader. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email us at support@altfins.com. Good luck trading, everyone.